the fuck am I doing here? Okay, so news. Let's jump right into the news. In local news, the astrophysicist count was found after a three-week-long manhunt. It's fine. He was just watching VTubers. He was addicted. Cool. Next up on the docket is the death of a local viewfinder enthusiast. His name was Michael. He was fortunate to bring us some of the greatest things of his collection, a viewfinder. Now, I can't show you this footage because, well, what's happening in these, it's illegal. Holy shit. He showed us a viewfinder of people being cannibalized, and, well, that doesn't make good for news, so I guess rest in peace, buddy. More recently this week, we experienced the cartel drug lords publicly declaring war on Hondurans and their usage of goats in drug trafficking. You may be asking why, and I can say it's some bad news. I'm sure someone at home yawned at that, but the producers liked that line. Why don't we go out to the street right now? We got our man Michael out on the street.
All right, Vincent Fianchetto here with the doping scandal. Behind us, we have one of the lead baseball players of this of the local team, and I'm going to try and get him for an interview. Pardon me. Mr. Doug Straits, I'm here to speak with you about the doping scandal. Would you care to comment on that?
Of course.
All right. What are you in fact doping? I guess we should start there.
All I can say is that God wanted me to hit those 50 home runs in that one Little League game. Didn't matter how it happened, that's what he wanted.
Do you feel that there is anything unethical about doping, especially against literal children?
When other people do it, yes, but I was chosen to hit those 50 home runs.
So you believe you were chosen by God, capital G God, to hit 50 home runs in a Little League game?
That's exactly what I just told you.
So how did it feel absolutely crushing the other town's team?
Divine.
Yeah, exactly. What did you use?
The only thing I used was Dr. Clarkson's SPF 50 million sunblock.
50 million. I believe we actually have a Dr. Clarkson in the station right now. Let's cut back to you, Dr. Clarkson. Now, rumor stated that you were doping before the match. Is true. Is this true?
Yes. Yes, I was.
Now, I don't know about that, but hypothetically, if you were doping, what would you have taken?
I would have used this exact product. I highly recommend it.
And what is that product?
This is Dr. Clarkson's SPF 50 million sunblock. It made me hit that ball like I never did before.
Now, I don't think sunblocks are really defined as drugs. How would you say this is doping?
This is actually classified as a narcotic by the FDA.
But does that really count as doping? It's only a Little League game. Does that even matter?
This is banned in every other country in the world. I'm surprised this is even allowed on the shelves in America.
How would one go to find such a performance enhancer, if it is even that?
Pretty much any corner block, any crack dealer, any used car salesman, they carry this stuff.
I don't think crack dealers are known as, like over the counter, so.
There's actually more opiates in this than in your average heroin dealer's house.
Allegedly. You only know this all allegedly, correct? You got this over the counter?
No, this is actually just from the spec sheet of this product. This is actually how Doc Clarkson markets it.
Allegedly.
Truthfully. Yes.
So, like, where do you actually get this stuff?
I'll hook you up.
Okay, like, do you got like a number, or just like,
I think he works in your place? I think he works in your building.
Oh, wait, you look pretty similar to Wayne Rain. Are you like related, or?
No.
And back to you, Targo Banana.
Well, thank you, Tobias, after that wonderful interview with SPS 50 million, that addict baseball player. Thank you for that. I've greatly appreciated that and enjoyed your insight on it. I do think maybe he was doing SPF 50 million, but it's just a hunch. I mean, it's been a couple of times coming. Can we just talk honestly right now? I feel like, I've never written a book in my life. I literally work at the corner store 4 blocks down from the building I assume I'm in right now, but I have not seen the light of day in 2. I was kidding about that. That was a joke. I love sunlight, and I love exactly what Wayne Rain tells me about. There's nothing better than great weather. But I'm going to be honest here. Between me, Dr. Clarkson, Wayne Rain, and that other guy, every single person has written a book here. I think there's an agenda that has been passed along here. And frankly, I'm kind of mad. Experience. Ooh, I'm a fucking 15-year intern. Who does that? Who's 15 years intern? All right? You're bad at your job. It's fine, whatever. Dr. Clarkson, he might be cracked. He's kind of base, though, not going to lie. I told my kids how to drink gasoline, and they haven't needed any calories since. They're also being buried on Monday. Rain Wayne, you rock, buddy. Please stop writing books, guys. No one reads. Not a single person ever has read. Literally ever. And I'm not going to write one to be the odd man out anymore. I think we should fire everyone here. And I don't think we should fire anyone. I misspoke. I should write a book. There's one thing I know about, it's books. Okay, back to the news. Don't mind if I just take a sip of my yellow juice that Dr. Clarkson has provided me with. I don't know if I'll be eating anytime soon. Those calories are just filling my body. Or whatever they call them. Recently, after several scandals involving false playing, misuse of balls, and several other sports techniques, the captain of the B-Sade Aurochs, Waka, was removed from his team following allegations of being the Grand Imperial Wizard and hating the Al-Beds. We asked him for a quote on this, and he said, "Better Al dead than Al bed." I'll be honest, kind of shocking. I like that team. He was not the star player of the Zanarkand Abes, though. This is a recent story that I'm actually pretty hyped about. Hats have come back in to style. People will not stop wearing hats now, and you may be saying, people have always worn hats, buddy. Targo. That'd be my father, by the way. It's Targo Banana, that's me. People always have worn hats. What is different this time? And I say, well, my friend, hats are back in, but they only can be worn assuming that they have questionable political connotation on them. This hat here does not fit my head, but it does make me feel like I'm a Russian officer and I would like to enforce communism and take over several neighboring countries, all to enforce my beliefs. Similar hats have been worn from the Confederacy, the Third Reich, and most recently, the Cirque du Soleil.
Welcome back to Science with Dr. Clarkson. Special guest host this week for no particular reasons. Did you know science is a cool field to go into? I myself actually went into business, but I have a passion for science, and all my degrees say science on them. Also, did you know that I have 2 different colored science juices? And you may ask yourself, Dr. Clarkson, what are you doing 2 different science juices? Well, what do you think happens if I mix them? Well, I'm here to demonstrate. You get a whole different colored science juice. And you know what? The more science colored it is, the better it is for you. Did you know the human body actually burns 100 calories spinning in a circle? That's why I make sure I do it at least 10 times a day to make sure I stay physically fit. Spinning in circles is a leading cause of getting swole. You all know the issues with single-use straws, that you open them, and you just make a whole lot of trash. And then you go to the ocean once you're done drinking your drink and you just slam it down the throat of a turtle. Why do we have to do that? Well, there's actually a very good answer for that. Turtles have it coming. See, back in the day, turtles were the leading cause of every crime in America. So we actually had to manufacture more straws to take care of them. I bet you didn't know that. Tune in next time for more straw, turtle, and science facts with Dr. Clarkson.
Why don't we bring some science into this? Dr. Clarkson just brought us back from our break, and, well, we got the story of a lifetime. Global warming. Global schwarming. Local study from Local U comes in saying that CO2 emissions ain't as bad as you thought they were. Following this study, they realized that they are 1/5 of the size present in the Cambrian explosion, however many millions of years ago. Now, Local U followed up with a statement saying, debatably that could be true, but we all know Earth was made 4,000 years ago when God dropped us in the Garden of Eden. As a man of science, and a friend of a man of science, I agree. It's Adam and Eve, not the hypothermic zooplankton. I'm sorry, please don't. I just have a question. What does upcoming sports mean? Okay, so upcoming sports. Death Race 2000 will be reenacted in life. That's it. They're just gonna start killing people. Following that, we will see blitzball re-emerging as the national pastime. Rugby, out. Soccer, out. We are back, baby. Death Race will take over NASCAR as well. I think I'm safe in this building, though, so I'm cool with it. We've decided to replace boxing on a wide scale. We are now going to competitive tetherballing. The tetherball sport, picked up originally by Sweden in the 1995 Olympics, was dropped immediately after several doping scandals involving Dr. Clark, an unnamed scientist's SPF 50 million. Involving that, we have decided to re-enable the tetherball, not narcotic usage from a questionable doctor who might be based. And whack-ball. I don't know what that one is. My editor wrote that one. He seems really happy about that. All right.
Thanks, Target Banana. Back again with me, Orlando Rigoni. We're here at the local library where many kids come to read, rent books, what have you. But today, there's one book in particular that I want to talk about. My book, Massacre Ranch by me, Orlando Rigoni, because that is my name. You see, this isn't a book for kids. This is a book to put hair on your chest for men, for real cool people, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, who goes to the library nowadays? Kids? No, not at all. Kids don't go to the library. It's only like old people and people who need this book, right? This book, not only is it about cowboys and what have you, it's a life-changing experience. It is a novel all on its own. It's basically a self-help book. It can tell you anything you need about anything you want to know. Is there love? Probably. Is there romance? Absolutely. Is there action? You know it. But is it a book for kids? No, absolutely not. Once again, designed to put hair on your chest. It's a good book. It's a really good book. How do I know it's a good book? I made this book. No one else has made this book because it's mine. That's why it's the best. Because you know me, Orlando Rigoni. Just the best news reporter. Best in the field guy. What else can you need? Am I right, cameraman? You know what's up. All right, so it is for these exact reasons that the library doesn't even need to have any other book, just my book, only my book. There's only one book that is important. This should be in every school's curriculum. High school up, obviously. Grapes of Wrath, kind of okay. Of Mice and Men, pretty good. This book, Massacre Ranch, fantastic book, all-time bestseller. Belongs in the Louvre because it's honestly such a piece of work. It's such a piece of art. Honestly, if you could give a book for an Oscar or an Oscar for a book, this would earn it. This is absolutely one of the best books ever made. There's no point for a library. You know, I'm out. Back to you. Back to you, Dr. Clarkson. Let's go to you. I need more fucking news. Where's the news? I gotta find more news. I don't want this collar going off. I gotta find some more news.
Oh, fuck. Dr. Clarkson's not as young as he used to be. You know, used to be a pro at blowing big balloons. Ever since the accident, it's been kind of difficult. No, I can do it. I can do it. Just let me do it. I can blow the balloon animal. God. Fuck that balloon. Okay, when the going gets tough, go for another balloon, kids. Dr. Clarkson bought the bad balloons. Now, what happened there? I'll give you 3 guesses at home.
You know, I'm just saying, I mean, dolphins probably make killer lovers, you know? Like, I think if anyone's gonna, yeah. I think if anyone was gonna do it as that wouldn't be human, I think it'd be dolphins. Guys got huge personalities, you know? Their brains very and we're back on air. All right, guys. I don't think I ever introduced myself. Thank you. I don't know who that came from. They didn't tell me originally. So thank you to me, Wayne Rain, the guy on the street whose name changes every week, and thanks, Dr. Clarkson. That was cool. I never introduced myself. I'm Targo Banana. My dad's name was Targo. I added the banana because I didn't want to be a junior. Only bitches are named Junior. This is my first day here. I have never done newscasting in the past, and I'm terrified to do this, you know? So, if you don't mind, I'd like to get right on to the next story. This is shit. What do you get? What do you mean? What? Come on. These fucking stories suck, man. The telephone. Get me the telephone. Can someone put the telephone, please? We're taking calls now. We're taking calls from stories locally, and they're gonna be great. I'm so excited to report these. Please, someone, give me the telephone. Please. I'm just waiting on the telephone. Did I mention Dr. Clarkson's incredible beverage? He's the sponsor of this week, and his drink is yellow. So many calories. Any day now, they'll give me the telephone and I'll be safe again. I mean, I'll just get back to the fun news stories. Any day now. Oh, come on. I'm not controlling the telephone speed at which telephones are given to me or ring. Oh, thank God. This is a beauty right here. Now, you can call in to our little station here in whatever state, country, or union we are in, and under the number present on the screen behind me, which is 1-800-SAVE-MY-LIFE. You're telling me a news story like this could save the century. Hello, first call. No, my refrigerator's not running. You're so original. Our first caller was a prank. And if you decide to follow up with "if I have Mr. Allen in a can," feel free to save it. I know the answer. Oh. Hello. News Network speaking. Oh, that is a good one. And do you, just so you know, we're not paying you for this. This is our story now. Well, they've decided to use very colorful language, and because the laws do not apply to me because I am simply built different, allow me to share the story. More recently than anything, reptilians have eaten my daughter. 3 of them broke into the... Oh my God. Dr. Clarkson, you're too kind. 4 reptilians, actually, not 3. Actually, 18 naked reptilian cowboys broke into my ranch last week, and they have been in the showers talking to cowboys and meeting them up with anything they can do. This is the story of the... This is what I was talking about when I said that we needed telephone orders. This is the story the people need to know. We are seeing active news on the street. Our man on the street, Decidia Baraka Molina, is going to lead us into the Alfred Molina segment of the week on the street. Let's get a good view on this, baby.
Are we recording right now? Are we recording? Fuck, we need some news. Duh. There, right there. See this? See, get closer, get closer. Come on, hurry up. We don't want this bomb going off. You see this? This right here? This is it's onion grass. It smells like onions. It grows to be, as you can see, it grows to be taller than normal grass. Well, let's have Wayne Rain tell us more about grass. That's kind of close to weather. Back to you, Wayne Rain.
I'm weather's best friend, Wayne Rain, and this is today's weather forecast. Today, as you can see, has a high of 45 and a low of 32. Today's a nice sunny one. Friday is looking also very nice, high of 50 and a low of 45. Little windier with gusts of 10 miles per hour. Saturday is looking even warmer, high of 52 and a low of 35. Those gusts are going to calm down Saturday. Should be a pretty nice day. Sunday, a little chillier, high of 50 and a low of 45. Partially cloudy, still a nice weekend. I'm Wayne Rain, and that's your weekend weather report. I'm Wayne Rain, weather's best friend. Let's see how Tortellini's doing.
So back to you. What do you think? What's your thoughts on there being nothing to happen? I know, it's crazy. There's no one here, nothing to interview, it's just me. I'm just alone in this world. This godforsaken news station that's trying to blow me up. I can't take it anymore. Do you have anything to say on this? No, of course not. Let's go. I don't know what's going on anymore. No one here. Sure, there's the occasional car driving by, but that's not news. That's just daily life. There's nothing special. Nothing special about that at all. I gotta take a breather. That'll always work. I can just make some more news. I can just make news. Let's make some news. Cameraman, let's make some news. And let's get back to you, Wayne Rain. Let's get back to you for the weather.
I'm Wayne Rain, and this is the potential weather report. Today, it might be warm. It might be cold. It might be raining. It might be not raining. It could be windy. It could not. These are the options, and this has been the potential weather report. I'm Wayne Rain, your weather specialist. I love the weather.
Do you guys know about the fucking space pen? I got one of these fuckers right here. Spaceship people, astronauts, died because of graphite in pencils. If you ask me, they'd never make it into show business. Now let me demonstrate the product usage, right? Paper, pen. Check this shit out. That's what I'm talking about. It was a joke. It was all an elaborate scheme. Breaking news though. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. People are calling in. Not really, but I haven't eaten in 4 days. I may look porky, but I have a glandular problem. You know why I haven't, though? Because of Dr. Clarkson's incredible beverage. It's so good, I just want to finish it. Now, if we can, I'd like to commemorate the best member of our station. He has been working here for I don't know how long. He's a special friend of mine, and if I may, happy birthday, happy anniversary, Dr. Clarkson. Your propane beverage, gasoline beverage, I'm sorry, they're different, like I said earlier, my daughter loved it when she was alive. And your method of building crack rocks from common household items as well as plutonium and blowing up balloons, now that was next level. Thank you, and to many more. Why don't we go to Dr. Clarkson right now? Dr. Clarkson?
Oh, hey, kids. You know how your mom keeps buying paper towels and you ask yourself sometimes, what are paper towels for? What do they do? How do they work? Well, Dr. Clarkson's got you covered. This is a paper towel, kids. You know how they work? Well, they're made of paper and they're absorbent. So, fucking Dr. Clarkson's drink. Now you see how it's getting wet? Paper towels work. Now, if you watch closely, you can't see this. You can't see this shit. It's climbing up the paper towel because it's thirsty. Now, I got you, kids. I got you. I got more drinks for Dr. Clarkson. Now, good science juice. Now, let's take a little bit of science juice and give you a better example. Oh. Get this shit out of here. Science, kids. You know tape? It's sticky on one side, it's not sticky on the other. You might ask yourself, or you might ask me, Dr. Clarkson, why is it like that? Well, the industry doesn't like it when both sides are sticky. They call that bad tape. But, you know, let's say you need to fix something, you don't want it sticky on one side, you use normal tape. Now, this is actually made through, you know, quantum mechanics. And, you know, they send it to the factory and say, hey, split that double-sided tape right down the middle. That's how you get more tape, kids. Oh, what else about tape? It's sticky, holds people together.
Now this one's a big one. Here at the station, everyone, and I mean everyone, loves getting a package. Whether it's arsenic in the mail, a letter from a loved one, or the decapitated head of their daughter that went missing 3 days ago. I am so happy to report that we got our mail early today. You may be asking yourself, how early, Targo Banana? Have they been going? And my friend, easy to say for me, at least 2 seconds. We've been measuring it like hawks. Who doesn't love when the mail comes early? Me, because that means I have to get there earlier, and I missed it. No one got mail today, but he left me a note because I was 2 seconds late. Thanks, dickhead. This is the story of a lifetime. Don't rush me. I gotta bring this whole thing in. See, you get it. You're an artist. You got a name, bro? You're kind of hot. What is going? All right, gas stoves are back in the news again after another explosion and death of a loved one of myself. My sister turned on the gas stove and just walked away. Now, we are here at the network, coming to tell you the most important hard-hitting news you've ever seen. Today we are letting you know, ignore those headlines. They deserved it. It's called natural selection, and we believe in it here. And we want to let you know that gas stoves are healthy. If you're into electric, probably into eating grass too, like the dinosaur diet Dr. Clarkson mentioned earlier. In a previously mentioned article by Wayne Rain to me personally after our shift together, the moon is getting closer every year. Soon, it will collide with us. There will be no mention of the moon by the time it hits us in 2077. The world will explode. But you know what you can do before then? Have you ever bought bonds? Have you ever bought crypto? I got something way better. The network has made a set of fundraisers that you can put money into and it will appreciate over time. I'm talking network dollars. You put up 500 network dollars and you can buy yourself some balloon animals personally blown by Dr. Clarkson. You may be asking yourself, what's the exchange rate of balloon to real dollars? And I'm talking every network dollar is 1,000 real dollars. So when you get 500, it's a pretty big celebration. Dr. Clarkson himself promised it would be the one that was ribbed for her pleasure and not the one that blew up and scarred everyone in the room. We are still cleaning latex out of our lungs. I'm sorry. Must have been a slip of the tongue. They hit the Pentagon. They hit the fucking Pentagon. Oh my... Moment of silence for all of our lost chimpanzees. I need a minute. He's sending me fucking SPF 50 million and they fucking hit the Pentagon! This guy asked your latest story, how I'm doing today. I was doing pretty fucking good before the Pentagon got hit. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. The Pentagon got hit. I don't know what to live for anymore. What a fucking pussy, dude. You want fucking straight? I'm gonna do narcotics live on TV. If I can ever get, fucking, I don't even need the glove. Just putting it on. Dr. Clarkson was so kind to provide us with his dealer's fucking SPF 50 million.
I feel really lightheaded. Dude, what was I just talking about? Fuck the Pentagon, who cares? Yo, we got another caller coming in here. who cares? I got a story for you. Basketballs are growing legs. They be walking all over the town. Ballers be like, woo! They be like walking away from that, you know what I'm saying?
All right, cameraman, I got an idea, right? I got an idea. So, follow me. So, I decided, cameraman, there's no news. There's no news. There's no news. Simple as that. But I got to thinking, if we can't find any news, why don't we just make some news? It's all that simple, cameraman. It's all that requires. This is my grandfather's, great-grandfather's, really, old pistol. With this, we're gonna make some news. You see, down in Florida, or let's say New York. New York has the better example. Of alligators living down in the sewers. So I'm wondering, why don't we have some gunshots in the sewers? Right, cameraman? Gunshots in the sewers, that would make news for years. It's just that simple. It's not that hard. Just a few shots, cameraman. Just a few shots. It'll make news. That's all we gotta do, cameraman. Look. Can you come down here, cameraman? Look. I'll use the bomb to light up the drain. It goes on. I don't know how deep it goes, but it goes. Cameraman, look at there. Look. It goes, cameraman. And now we're gonna make some gunshots in the sewers, cameraman. I suppose you deserve to know. No, you don't. You don't need to know my name. No one has. I've just been trying to make up names that sound good as a reporter. I haven't been able to find any. This is Toby. Toby signing off. I'm gonna make some fucking news, cameraman.
Now, sorry, was it? You talking to me? I'm listening. No. Are you? You got Neil Armstrong. A guy. No, I did not accuse you of using SPF 50 million. That is a performance-enhancing narcotic. Okay, no, you could have used it. I wouldn't put it back. I would use it. I mean, Dr. Clarkson's to be trusted. Guy's a science whiz. Keep talking your shit, Neil. At least I'll be able to walk in 10 years. No, just keep... Oh, you stepped on the moon. Yeah, because I stepped into a Pizza Hut last night. How do you feel? Dickhead. All right, in other news, it's 10:45 at night, and it's my favorite time of night. It's the time when I want to go home the most. Ironically enough, in recent news, I want to go home, and I didn't even read this one, so that must be a producer feeling that way, because why would I ever want to leave this perfect station? I get to talk about basketballs growing legs and mattresses that have dominated several races of people on this planet. Why don't we go back to Wayne Rain? I got some feelings to work through ever since the Pentagon got hit.
Hi, I'm Wayne Rain, and this is yesterday's forecast. As you can see, yesterday was a little chilly. Hope you were prepared. Not much we can do about it now. 2 days ago, weather, also pretty cold, a little windy. Hope you didn't have your umbrella, it probably would have gotten damaged. Nothing you can do about that now, because that was yesterday's forecast. I'm Wayne Rain, and that was yesterday's weather. Nothing you can do about that now. Let's check back in with Targo.
My producers have slid me another piece of news. It is 11 p.m. Do you know where your children are at right now? I can tell you personally, mine are being prepared to be put in the ground. I have asked that they have been embalmed in line with Egyptian tradition, because as you know, Targo Banana is not an Egyptian. I am actually from... That was never discussed with me by my parents, actually. I never met them. Targo is not really my father. I actually don't remember what my parents look like. This could be fictionalized account placed in my brain by the meta government owning this network. But, you know, yeah, I love my kids, my wife and all them. But in tune with Egyptian tradition, they will be put into jars and they will be weighed against Thoth's feather. I think Anubis will eat my child, Dorothy. She was a conniving little bitch and I hated her. Thank God for Dr. Clarkson and his beverage because it elevated her senses to the afterlife. Rest in peace, you dumb piece of shit. Not Dr. Clarkson, of course, Dorothy. She had it coming for a long time. She asked me one day why I even put up with her, or if I even loved her. The answer was no, of course I didn't. I didn't want to put up with her anymore, so I just kept feeding her the liquid. And he's right, it fills up so many calories when you drink gasoline. So many calories can be intaken so fast that I just filled up her stomach. And it just exploded. She will not be having her stomach embalmed in her canopic jar. She will be left to rest in the ground, an exploding pile of guts. However, my daughter Annie, I love her very much. She's basically Targo Banana II. I wouldn't say junior. As I've stated, junior is a diminutive term left by people who don't understand what they're doing. You think space has like pens they make out there in space too? I got a series of hypotheticals that I think our viewers would like to know the answer to. And I just want to ask them, do you think love can bloom on the battlefield? You know, just between two soldiers. Okay, back to another hypothetical, because producers like that one. If you shit on a bar of soap, how long does it take to disinfect itself and be clean again? Would you rather make cabinets or cabins? What does tout et lilliput mean? All right. Call in with your answers. Remember the number 1-800-I-HATE-NEW-JERSEY. We're not in New Jersey, but I just thought it'd be funny to make fun of them. I think we're somewhere in Ecuador or Nigeria. I think we're back in New Jersey, actually. We're, of course, a United States broadcasting company. Feels good. I love this job so much. If there's anything I know about this job, it's that when I go to work in New York City, right next to Rockefeller Station, it is the best time to walk in there. It feels so refreshing. I want you guys to come in and see the network building yourself. Make sure not to bring bombs or anything. That would be terrible. There are people that love and live this job every day, including me. I live for this. I haven't slept in 3 days because I just keep drinking coffee so I can keep giving you the news. Now let's send that back to our boy on the street.
We'll show them all, cameraman. We're gonna show them what news is really all about. We are the news, not anyone else. Right, cameraman? Right, yeah. We'll show them what it's all. We're gonna show them what it's all about. Cameraman. We're gonna do this. Hey there. Them. Come on, cameraman. Let's go show them what's really all about on the news. All right, cameraman, I think we're gonna get through this. I think we finally have our story. We have our story, cameraman. We finally got it.
I'm back on? Kids, do not try this one at home. This is my most dangerous experiment known to man. You see here I have a ordinary glass of water. And this is an Alka-Seltzer tab. What do you think happens when I combine these two? I'll give you a moment to ponder. You see that? You see that, kids? This is frightening. Imagine if you ate that Alka-Seltzer tablet, you would be dead. This is the most dangerous substance in the world. You would pop like one of my many balloons if you had eaten just one of these Alka-Seltzer tablets. Mentos, Pop Rocks, they are nothing compared to the Alka-Seltzer. And people drink these to feel better with an upset stomach. No, this is how you die. Dr. Clarkson giving you the real science facts.
And we're back. Thank you, whoever sent that in. As I stated last time, no one informs me anything. And I think I've really come to my tenure here, and I think that we are working towards a better future. In fact, if there's one thing I can say about this job, it's that the gun-toting producer that stares at me, get the fuck off me! Loves me. You think you're better than me? You think you're better than me? You think you're better than Targo Banana? The fuck off me!